The karma of the world. It is now time to pay the bill. The karma comes out either in war, famine, pestilence, and now we see in coronavirus. So that's the first thing. Everybody is being affected, good and bad. Because it's a globe, we all share this planet. So yes, everyone's affected. Now, there are two ways of looking at this. The devotee viewpoint and the non-devotee viewpoint. I'm only going to deal with the devotee. How should a devotee look at what's happening? So the devotee should look at it this way. Even though it is very harsh, and even though so much suffering is there, the devotee somehow or other sees it as Krishna's mercy. Now the question is, all right, you say that. How do I see that? How can you make sense to me like that? Because it sure doesn't look like mercy to me. So this is how the devotee thinks. The devotee thinks, due to my past sinful activities, I should be suffering even more. But Krishna, for me, is only giving me a little bit, because we learn from the scriptures that when you surrender to Krishna, your karma is greatly reduced. In the same way, big corporations, airlines, they want bankruptcy protection, right? So in bankruptcy protection, you only pay your creditors so many pennies on the dollar. Am I right? So the devotee thinks, oh, bankruptcy protection. I should be paying a lot more. But Krishna is only giving me just a little bit. So the devotee has a positive aspect. Here's another viewpoint for the devotee. The other viewpoint of the devotee is that Krishna is giving me another opportunity to surrender more. Look at the lives of the great devotees. Prahlad was severely tested. You all know better than me, Pandavas were greatly tested. Why does Krishna test the devotees? To give them an opportunity to come to a higher platform. If there were no tests, then how would we be able to measure our love for God? There has to be some test. Otherwise, it's meaningless. Oh, I love God. Yes, yes. But this is when we get to see for ourselves. Am I really a devotee? Or am I pretending to be a devotee? Or we have this expression in America, fair weather friend. Right? When you have money and when you're popular, everybody loves you. But as soon as something goes wrong, then you see how many friends you really have. Because all the so-called friends, they disappear. So during hardship, we get to understand, there is my real friend. Just like, if I may say, Krishna Kumar, this COVID, you have proven yourself to me, you are my best friend. You have done so much for me. I didn't ask you, but you voluntarily arranged all these programs. So my wife and I know, this KKD, this is not some ordinary friend. This is special person. So the devotee thinks, I'm being tested by Krishna. I hate to say it, but even Mr. Trump said, one day this will all pass away. He's right. Now, whether that's 2 years or 10 years from now, but it is true. This will pass away. But in the meantime, we're being tested. What is the test? The test is, will I remain faithful to Krishna, or will I abandon him and take shelter somewhere else? That is the test. That is the test. Am I going to stick with Krishna, even though things are going very, very harsh? And you, Krishna Kumar, are really being tested right now. Practically, you're pulling your hair out. So, you have to understand you have to see things philosophically. Don't just see things externally. You have to take things in a philosophical way. Krishna is testing me. Do you remember, Krishna Kumar, a few years ago? You were so worried about Priya. I remember the day you called me to your office. You were practically crying. You were so worried about Priya. And then right after that, boop, 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 boop. Everything was so wonderful for Priya. She got her job. Remember? I remember those days. And you were very, very worried. It was on you could see it on your face. Right? As I said, you were practically crying. I hate to embarrass you, but I'm sorry. So, you passed this test. Now here's the thing, boys and girls. Trust me. Yes, this COVID is going to pass, but another test will be coming after that. Because that is this material world. This is not heaven. This is earth. We're in the Vedic cosmology. We're in the middle. 7 planets above, 7 planets below. We're right in the middle. So things are never going to get too nice, and things are never going to get too bad. We're always going to be in the middle. So now is the time. Take advantage of this time to become more fixed in spiritual activities. Chanting, reading the scriptures. This is an opportunity to increase your faith. Doubts, yes, doubts are going to be there. How, and we learned from Bhagavad Gita, how do you deal with doubts? You slash them with the weapon of knowledge. So, we should be studying every day Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, to build up our knowledge. Just like right now, all the experts are telling you to build up your immunity. Am I right? You've heard that? Because the COVID attacks people who have weakened immunity. So everybody is taking vitamins and this and that, building up their immune system. So you also have a spiritual immune system. How do you build it? Chanting, reading, praying, worshiping, serving, all the different items of devotional service is how you build up your Maya immune system. We have to become immune from Maya, so that when Maya comes, you say, back off Maya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna Kumar, what say you now? Hey, everyone's you don't think I'm being tested? Everybody's from top to bottom. Everyone is being tested. That's Krishna. This is the time to see Krishna's hand is doing this. Well, I cannot give you a direct quote, but I can certainly explain how giving and forgiving is part and parcel of spiritual life. So I will take from my vast knowledge of Vedic scriptures, which I have studied for the past 45 years, and thus answer your question. So, first of all, the devotee, again, everything is dependent. Do I want to see things as a devotee or a non-devotee? So a devotee always thinks, God has given me so much. Just today, I was having lunch with my wife every day because my wife works from home. So every day she cooks a lunch and we go on our patio and we have a nice patio lunch. I'm actually enjoying this COVID-19. I'm getting better food. I'm getting better programs. I get to be with my wife all day and we don't fight. So, this is great. And every day I'm getting nice prasad. Oh my God. Such nice prasad I'm getting. So, the devotee thinks, my Lord is giving me so much. On my patio, I look out and I have what is called jacaranda trees. And they are purple and they're blossoming. So beautiful. So I'm grateful, I'm appreciating how Krishna is, even though so much is going on in the world, somehow or other, I even told my wife today, you know what? I'm very happy these days. Very happy. I've never been like this. Happy. Really, really happy. So the devotee thinks, God has been so good to me. Here I am, 70 years old. I'm not in the hospital. I can still chant. You see, I have my studio. I'm doing my recordings. And I'm doing these Zoom programs. Krishna has been so good to me. And I even told my wife today, I'm so thankful that I have you as my wife. And I really meant it. I'm so grateful. Krishna has given me, I've said many times, if I were to replace her, I would need 12 wives for what she does. That's how much she does. Seriously. She's working a job, right, from home, full 8 hours every day, cooking, laundry, cleaning, everything. It's amazing. So the devotee is grateful for what Krishna has given him. Not, why didn't Krishna give me this? That's half cup, half empty cup. The devotee's cup is half full. No, I'm so grateful for all that Krishna has given. Now, because everything comes from Krishna. That we learn from Vedas. Everything comes from Krishna. Everything. Good and bad. So that's why the devotee sees this coronavirus also as a blessing from God. Everything comes from God. It's just a matter of how do you want to see it. Okay. Now, forgiving. Yes. Without forgiving, you will not be happy. Because if you don't learn how to forgive, that grudge, that resentment, that wanting to get back is going to decrease your happiness and peace of mind. We have Jatin Patel. He works with people's minds. So I'm sure he has to deal with this. People complaining, I have this problem, I have that. Am I right, Jatin? You're dealing with so many. So perhaps you have used this. You have to learn how to forgive and forget. Otherwise, you yourself will not be happy. I have to forgive and forget. We see this like the story of Ambarish. Ambarish was cursed by Durvasa Muni. But for 1 year, Ambarish was not eating or drinking, waiting for Durvasa to return. Durvasa tried to pick a fight with Ambarish. And so Krishna sent Sudarshan Chakra to punish Durvasa Muni. And for 1 year, Durvasa Muni was flying all over the universe looking for shelter. But nobody could protect him. He went to Lord Brahma. He said, I can't save you. He went to Lord Shiva. He said, Sudarshan Chakra? No, I can't save you. Durvasa went to Narayan. Narayan said, well, I really can't save you because you have offended my devotee. So if you want to be saved from my Sudarshan Chakra, Ambarish will have to forgive you, then my Sudarshan Chakra will stop. So Durvasa went to Ambarish. So it was 1 year that Ambarish is waiting for Durvasa to return. He has not eaten, he has not drunk, he's just waiting. And Durvasa comes, touches Ambarish's feet, and immediately Ambarish tells Sudarshan Chakra, stop. Even though Durvasa tried to kill Ambarish, yes, he plucked a hair from his head because Durvasa is an expansion of Lord Shiva. So he plucked a hair from his head and created the demon to kill Ambarish. Ambarish had no envy, no jealousy, did not try to retaliate. He had no grudge. And when Durvasa came, he forgave him. Ambarish is an example of a great devotee. We forgive and forget. And that is how you can be happy in this world. Otherwise, you'll always have road rage in this material world. There'll always be somebody that gets under your skin. And the only person that it's hurting is yourself. As far as other people, they will get their just rewards. If anybody harms you, don't worry. Krishna will take care of that person. All you have to worry about, am I Krishna's devotee? That's the only, because if I'm Krishna's devotee, Krishna will protect me. As we are seeing, all of us, COVID-19's out there, but it looks like everybody's fine. Om, your family's okay? Nita and Jatin, the kids are okay? Syam Singh, everybody's okay? Krishna is protecting us. That's how you have to see. So yes, people do so many things to us. That's human social intercourse, which of course has been reduced thanks to the quarantine. But still, things happen. So you have to let it go. Don't hold a grudge because it'll eat you away. Okay, so there's a verse in the Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter. Let me see if I can get it right away on my screen. Here's the Sanskrit. Arurukshor moner yogam karma karanam uchite yoga rudasya tasyaiva shama karanam uchite. For one who is a beginner in yoga, work is said to be the means. And for one who is elevated in yoga, cessation of all material activities is said to be the means. So, we are beginners in this mantra yoga. What we're doing, this is also yoga. Okay? It's mantra yoga. It's easy, but at the same time, hard work. What is the hard work? The hard work is paying attention to the sound. That's the hard work. Yes, the mind is the strongest. Krishna says of this in the 10th chapter, of senses I am the mind. So the mind is so powerful. And even Arjuna admitted in 6th chapter, Krishna, you want me to control my mind? Forget it. I might as well try to capture a hurricane. I don't see how it's possible, Krishna. But Krishna said, it is possible by constant practice and detachment. So, the work is paying attention to each syllable. What happens? We start to not work as hard, and then the mind goes. You go on a trip. As soon as you notice that your mind has gone on a trip, Hare Krishna, bring it back. You have to chant louder than your mind. So you have to work at it, and it's every day. It's just like any other kind of regimen, physical regimen. It's not easy, and nobody likes it. It's hard work. Whether you do hatha yoga or you go to the gym, it's hard work. But no pain, no gain. So the work is keep trying to hear the mantra. That's all. Just now, little by little, you will not be as disturbed as you are now. You just got to keep with it. Don't give up. Oh, don't give up. Because that's what Maya wants to do. When you do this, you're telling Maya, bye-bye. But Maya doesn't want that. What do you mean? I want you under my clutches. No, Maya. Hare Krishna. So, it's hard work. It's hard work for me. I also, every day, have to get up. It's hard work. But, little by little, it becomes more enjoyable. You become spiritually healthy. So you begin to see, yes, I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So hang in there. Don't give up. Just try. Prabhupada asked us, just try to chant. That's all you can do. Just try. As long as you're trying, you're good to go. Yes? No. Don't give up. Keep trying. That's all Krishna wants to see, that you're trying, that you're struggling for him. I'm very glad that you're still chanting. I bless you. I bless you. I'm very glad that you've stuck with it. That means you have made some advancement. The mere fact that you have stuck with it, you have made advancement, for sure. But don't give up now. Stay with it. As I told your wife, just keep trying. But I really appreciate how you have now gained some spiritual insight. I'm very, very happy to hear you speak like this. It shows that you're actually understanding, and this makes me very happy. So I want to bless you that you get more spiritual understanding. This is very nice. So when Durvasa went to see Narayan, Narayan told him, look, the reason I can't stop my Sudarshan Chakra is because in my heart, I only know my devotees. Why? He said the reason why is because in my devotees' heart, they only know me. So this like Nita and Jatan, you and your wife, Krishna Kumar and his Rukmini wife, me and my wife, we are very, very tight. And that's the way it should be. So Krishna is like that with his devotees. Compact of love. Very good. Krishna answers this question. He says, first, that person goes to the heavenly planets. Why did somebody give up the practice of self-realization? It was because they got allured by Maya. So Krishna arranges it. Okay, you at least tried, so I'm going to let you enjoy as a demigod for so many years. Enjoy nicely. Then you will come back to earth and you can pick up where you left off. So who knows? You people being born in Indian families, I've told you many times, that is not ordinary. You are being given the opportunity, great facility to finish up. So you should try to finish up in this lifetime, because that Indian birth gives you the greatest maximum facility. So in any event, worst case scenario, you will pick up from where you left off, and eventually you will make it back home, back to Godhead. But you have every opportunity now to perfect it. That's where I come in. I bless you, I encourage you, I instruct you, because if I can get one of you go back to Godhead, I automatically go. So I'm very selfish. Okay, but what's going to happen is you'll get another chance somewhere along the line. Krishna will give you another chance to pick up where you, just like in my life. I know for a fact in a previous life I was a devotee, because when I found these books and I found the movement, so much of it was very easy for me to embrace. So that told me this is not the first time that I've been coming, I'm picking up. So Krishna will give you everybody an opportunity. Here's your chance. Take it, go with it, and become successful. Not necessarily. You don't have to go. It depends. It depends. Most likely, we've been in here for so long, we might have gone through, but there's no way of knowing. So don't worry about it. Just know this. Right now, you're a human being. Now, get on the fast track. You're in good association. So, get serious now, especially during this COVID-19. Now is the time to get serious. Step up. Don't get lazy. Step up. Now, push. That's what I'm here for, to push you. Okay? So now, continue with your listening to Bhagavat Saptah. Seems like that's what you like. So now, max out on it. Spend as much time. Max. Eventually, you will be like this. This is what I'm waiting for. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay. So in the previous verse, Krishna explained the 4 kinds of demons. So now in this verse, Krishna says, 4 kinds of people begin. So, first of all, the fact that they are approaching Krishna means basically this person is pious. In order to come to Krishna, there has to be some pious background. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Of course, there are those rare instances where Krishna directly blesses someone. But in most cases, everyone has got some pious background, something pious in their lives. So, who comes to Krishna distressed? That was me. In 1972-73, I was totally distressed in my life. So, I came to Krishna out of distress. Now, other people might approach Krishna because they want some material object, some wealth, some position. That's good, because at least they're approaching Krishna. So they're better than the person who goes elsewhere. Because they're approaching Krishna, Krishna says, ah, very good. Then, be inquisitive. Somebody comes in contact with Krishna, this looks interesting. And then the last one, which is rare. Somebody is actually searching for the absolute truth. So, it doesn't matter. Okay, desire of wealth, that was Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva wanted a kingdom greater than anyone because his father had rejected him. So he went to his mother. And his mother said, oh, you have to worship God. Go to the forest. And he will satisfy your desire. So Dhruva went to the forest, 5 years old. And he came in contact with Narada Muni. Narada Muni taught him Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, taught him how to worship Krishna in the forest. And within 6 months, Krishna appeared to him and gave him 2 benedictions. Topmost material benediction gave him his own planet to rule. And he said, you will rule the earth for 36,000 years. And after that, you will go to your own spiritual planet and I will be there. So Dhruva won both material and spiritual. So the rare person is the person who's searching for the absolute truth. That's the special person. But regardless, whether you approach Krishna out of distress, out of wealth, out of inquiry or searching, the fact that you are approaching Krishna, that is the equalizer. Somehow or other, get connected with Krishna. When Prabhupada started this movement, there were no rules and regulations. All there was prasad and chanting. Because Prabhupada was thinking, first I have to get them attached to Krishna. Rules and regulations later. First, I have to attract them to Krishna. So he got them attracted to Kirtan, his lectures, and prasadam. And you read, we did classes, how the early devotees ate so much prasadam in the early days. I know when I joined at 23, Sunday feast would come, I would eat 3 plates, Sunday feast prasad. Lord Chaitanya's program, chant, dance, take prasad. Somehow or other, get them attached to Krishna. Rules and regulations, later. First, get them addicted to Krishna. John Lennon, the great Beatle, asked Prabhupada, how do I know who is the real guru? And Prabhupada said, he who is most addicted to Krishna, that is your guru. So, chant Nisringa prayers, Krishna Kumar.